Some of the best athletes were eager to give their all against each other.
Even in my 100+ Tough Mudders, this is by far the strongest lineup. We've got Ryan and Lindsay, who are both the GOATs. Jon Albon from the UK, he's one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, and he's coming back from retirement of obstacle racing to come and do this.
So right now we're in Alula in Saudi Arabia with this beautiful setting behind me for the biggest Tough Mudder Infinity event that we've ever had. Tough Mudder Infinity rolled out in 2022, and it's an 8-hour ultra-endurance obstacle course racing format. Racers have up to 9 hours actually to run as many laps of a course as they can. We've got a 10-kilometer course here this weekend with 20 obstacles. Whatever runner or team that runs the most laps within that time period is the winner of that race, and there's a large prize purse that we have on the line here, the biggest prize purse there's ever been in obstacle course racing actually.
Everyone was excited about being part of this unique event that brought elite competitors to this magnificent setting that certainly impressed upon arrival. Alula has so much to offer, and the venue that was selected for the event gave a glimpse of the area's natural beauty.
My first impressions when I arrived here, well actually when I woke up this morning, is just, I'm gobsmacked. This is absolutely awesome. I feel so happy to be here, and I think this desert's going to bring a lot of challenges for people. So this desert and this environment is, I think, going to be one of our biggest obstacles for the event.
Yeah, I kind of looked at just looking at this terrain and the venue itself. It's very beautiful. It's very it almost looks like Mars on Earth. And it's like so gorgeous at the same time with the rocks and the background. And like, you know, at the venue they have palm trees and it's beautiful and it's just really exciting. I think I came in last night, so I couldn't really see anything, but this morning I woke up and I was like, whoa, I'm in another world. So it looks gorgeous, yeah.
The desert was about to challenge more than 1,000 participants that would need to overcome some of the most well-known obstacles of Tough Mudder while fighting for the largest prize pot in OCR history. Some of the best athletes were eager to give their all against each other.
Even in my 100+ Tough Mudders, this is by far the strongest lineup. We've got Ryan and Lindsay, who are both the GOATs. Jon Albon from the UK, he's one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, and he's coming back from retirement of obstacle racing to come and do this. Kris Rugloski, Batres, there's so many absolutely fantastic names, everyone from UK, Europe, North America. This is the lineup of all lineups of obstacle racing.
As expected, the men's race came down to a battle between long-time rivals and obstacle course racing legends Jon Albon and Ryan Atkins. The two men have been involved in several epic contests over the years, and this was no exception. It was Albon who eventually crossed the line to take the $80,000 winning prize pot, with USA's Mark Batres finishing third. The women's race was equally exciting as Alyssa Petrova edged out Nicole Miracle and Janka Popova to walk away with her $80,000 winner's check.
To be honest, the first feeling's relief that I don't have to do one more lap, because my legs are really stiff. So it's nice to be able to stop. I wasn't sure what it was, to be honest. I just ran my own race and I was happy to know that I was in the lead. I never really got that good time gaps. No one ever really said you're this far ahead until the last lap, and then I was sure that I only had to do one more. So I just concentrated on my own race, and it'll be fun to catch up with the guys and see what happened with their races.
Unexpected for me, because I knew that the field is very competitive. A lot of really elite and strong athletes from all over the world came here to compete, and I thought it will be a really hard battle between the girls. It was, yeah, really hard battle, but mostly with yourself, with your body, because you never know in an ultra race how your body will react.
The event in Alula proved to be a blast. In our next episode, we'll have the chance to learn even more about the event and the other races on offer. The individual competition might have been the main attraction as seen in our previous episode, but participants could also choose to compete in teams of 2 and 4. First-timers also had the chance to make history by competing in a 5-kilometre and a 10-kilometre race. These races were equally impressive. Eventually, the 2-person race was won by the French duo of Theo Beaujean and Gregory Basilico, while in the team of 4, it was the European elite who came out on top. No matter the final results, the Tough Mudder Infinity Race tests competitors' limits from the very first moment. Obstacles are constant, requiring them to overcome challenges repeatedly for over 8 hours. This demands extensive physical preparation, but the mental aspect is equally as crucial.
It's actually a question I get a lot, like, what do you think about when you're running for this long, or does it get lonely? But one thing is, like, a Tough Mudder, we're all out there together, and people are actually, you know, cheering for each other. And when you get past a certain point at these like longer events, it's not really a competition against the others, because everything like kind of fades away. It becomes more like a competition against yourself.
What also stood out during this Tough Mudder Infinity was the sense of togetherness amongst the participants. Despite the demanding nature of the Infinity Race, the community has grown, and the event in Alula brought it to life, with the village set up in a way that it could accommodate all of the participants. This gave them the chance to enjoy an exclusive campsite amongst the awe-inspiring landscapes of Alula.
Being here in Tent City, glamping with the team, hanging out in beanbags, hanging out with the other athletes, being outdoors in nature, it's just incredible. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's fun to socialize, it's fun to hang around. It's fun to see people right now when everybody's like nervous, they don't want to share strategies and all that. So that's incredible.
Once you experience it and you do it for the first time, you're just like, oh man, when's the next one? When can I do the next one? And it's got to be the community of OCR that's so great. All the people that you see, your friends, it's just so invigorating and awesome, just seeing everyone who has like-mindedness in terms of fitness and health and just being together.
With this first Tough Mudder Infinity in the Middle East now complete, it's obvious that Alula has the potential to be a must-attend destination for obstacle course racing enthusiasts.
Tough Mudder again in Alula for sure is happening, for sure. Based on everything I've heard today, 100%. This was the best decision we've made. It's definitely a brand that we want to have back again. The main goal we'd want to see in this sport and in other sports in the future, other events in the future, is to grow the number of participants, because we want more and more people to be able to see. We are a young destination from a tourism perspective, not from a geological perspective or a heritage perspective, so we want people to come. So if there's 1,000 people here today, next year we want to aim for 2,000 and then keep on growing from there.
The outdoor sports show always highlights the tireless efforts of the athletes. Obstacle course racing is one of those demanding challenges, and as we saw in our previous episodes, Tough Mudder is bringing it to new levels with its 8-hour infinity race. The recent one in Alula, Saudi Arabia, will be remembered for years. A Tough Mudder infinity race tests competitors' limits from the moment the starting gun is fired. Obstacles are constant, requiring them to overcome challenges repeatedly for over 8 hours. This demands extensive physical preparation, but the mental aspect is equally crucial.
Tough Mudder is a great simulation of life because you kind of figure out as strong as you are, the course always wins. So when you work together with everyone else on the course, it's that's how you're able to do things that are really, really special. And that's the same thing in life. It's when you're able to work with people, you're able to have a good relationship with your kids and your wife. It's all of a sudden it's life comes together and life is easier and it's better and it's more fruitful.
It's actually a question I get a lot, what do you think about when you're running for this long, or does it get lonely? But one thing is a Tough Mudder, we're all out there together, and people are actually, cheering for each other. And when you get past a certain point at these longer events, it's not really a competition against the others because everything kind of fades away. It becomes more like a competition against yourself.
These races take the most out of these athletes physically, but such examples showcase the need of being mentally ready to fight against the fatigue and push your own limits.